Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Today we are playing a little Hexadome. This is a game that is in beta, and the plan for the developers is to test it out a few times. I think it's about once a month. Don't quote me on that. Where they release it for a few days, get some beta testing, make some changes, and then hopefully I think their plan is to be out by the end of the summer in early access. And yeah, we'll just take a look. I'm actually what I'm gonna do. I meant to stream this yesterday. There were some Steam issues where I couldn't download the game for whatever reason. Got it figured out. So today we're gonna do. I was planning to play Zone 1v1 yesterday. Again, that didn't work out. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna walk through the tutorial so you guys can see how it's played. It's also, if I have any questions or anything like that, I'm gonna be kind of stream of consciousness a bit about anything that's confusing for me. They have updated the tutorial. That was one of the things since the alpha to the beta, if I'm remembering that correctly, that they've changed. And so it'll just be helpful, hopefully, for the developers if they are at all interested. So that's what we're going to be doing. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I have a few more notes about the game, but we'll go ahead and look at the tutorial a bit here and get started. So this is a area of control. Oh, cool. Looks like we can look around. There are various points where you can, various places where you can score points. It's 4v4, if I'm recalling correctly. So you'll want to move over to this area. Introduction points are awarded based on the number of champions in the active scoring zone, which I guess switches. You have one or more. They have none. 3-0 if you have at least one more champion. 2-0 if you have the same number of champions. Then it's a tie. Okay. The active scoring zone switches whenever victory points are awarded. If no points are scored, the active scoring zone does not switch. Okay. So somebody's somebody's got to be a winner of that particular active zone before the next one switches. Cool. And you can like knock people out and do things like that. I am aware at least of that. Okay, in case of a tie, the winner is the player that KO'd the most champions. I do remember from kind of keeping an eye out on the Discord, I think KO'd champions is one of the things that they've changed since the alpha and since the start, and they're still kind of working on, iterating on about how that works, potentially being able to, like, I think, revive them, if I'm remembering correctly. Cool. We gotta move around, shift the camera around. Duly noted. Cool. To move the champion, click one to. There we go. Okay, pretty basic. Champions. Again, I think the tutorial was a little too. What wasn't helpful enough, so I think they maybe made sure that it's very helpful this second time around. Champions begin with 2 energy points. Energy points can be used to move and perform actions. The movement range of an energy point varies by champion. Also, if the volume of the game or anything is coming through too loud for you guys, I'm afraid it might be. Just let me know. All right, move lacks me to the active scoring zone by spending both energy points. All right, cool. We shall do that. We have some NPCs. I didn't realize there were NPCs on the map. This is very much reminding me of oh, what game is that? Combat from, oh my gosh, I can't remember now. All right, we'll move into the active zone. Cool. Woo, we've succeeded. Gata has a passive skill that allows her to jump over obstacles and champions. Oh, okay, I've seen this. Move Gata to the active scoring zone by spending 1 energy point. So this is in the, I think in their preview or whatever. And I think that Gata here is one of the people. Or she was one that, like, I don't know if she's like a social media star. She has a tail, but she was like taking selfies and stuff like that, which was kind of hilarious. Cool. So just gonna move over by spending only 1 energy point. Okay. enhance your defenses. Roll twice when attacking close range. I mean, all right. And so far, all we've done is click around, but sure. Line of sight. Line of sight required for actions. Okay, I mean, feels pretty basic, so maybe this was a little bit more useful for people, or maybe things are going to get a little bit more complicated here in a minute. Age of Wonders is what I was thinking, by the way. Their combat system is exactly, I mean, this reminds me very much of it. Not that it's exactly like this, but hex-based. You've got obstacles you can kind of hide behind it and what have you. XCOM, all that kind of stuff. You can protect a champion from ranged attacks by moving them behind cover. Yeah, I mean, this is cool. Move 8-ball to break line of sight with Wild Bill. All right. Oh, man, 8-ball is super fun. All right. I mean, seems good. You know what I really want to know, though? Can I move him still? Oh, no, I can't. Okay. It's like, I wonder if partial cover is a thing or not. Use a skill to consume 1 energy point. Champions have unique actions with varying ranges and effects. Okay. Use an action skill will trigger a roll. Landing on a 0 will cause the action skill to fail. Move Major Luna to acquire the line of sight of Maximus. Then use the action skills suppressive fired on Maximus. All right. Easy enough. The idea is that you're like, you're competing in the future and there are people like cheering for you. So in theory, there's like fans, and you're like ultimate you actually get by people cheering for you, which is pretty fun, and hence why you have like the social media star. All right, so there's Maximus. We need to get in a line of sight with him.
To feel like a bench warmer.
Cool, they've got, I think like half the characters, if I'm recalling correctly, have fully fleshed out like animations and everything, and half of them are still like a work in progress. And when I say work in progress, I mean that they're like actively
This debuff won't hold me down for long.
actively like working on stuff. Like when I queued into the game today from last night, there was an update because they had bug fixes and stuff like that. So that's cool. All right, I saw something pop up. It looked like a debuff. Okay, they're afflicted with a slowed state. Into this next turn. Some action skills can apply a state to champions. States are beneficial and detrimental temporary status effects. All right. The effect lasts into the champion's next turn. States can be removed by some action skills and certain tactics. Use Laxmi's Purge 92 action skill to remove the immobilized state from 8-ball. Then use Laxmi's debuffer action skill to afflict the stun state on Hexer. Okay. I love these names. They are very much gamer tags here. All right, so we'll hit up 8-ball here. Remove that debuff. Oh, cool. There we go with our actions. Not a lot of audio with that one. Probably still a work in progress. And then I forgot what we're doing. Probably using this debuffer on somebody. Yeah, Hexer here. Okay, cool. I think Daedric said he would play this with me, and I was looking for a few other people. So if you're looking at this, you think you might be interested in this style of game, or maybe you already are, let me know. We'll move because we can. States automatically wear off after the end of the afflicted champion's next turn. Cool. Using an attack skill to consume 1 energy point. Attack skills trigger a roll for the attacker and a roll for the target. Damage is the attacker roll minus the target's roll. Okay. So there's like an opposed roll. That's cool. Use Major Luna's called shot attack on Gata. Okay. Cool. So now we're combining the things we've learned so far. So we'll move out again. Kind of wondering if like this should give like partial cover or not. But hopefully we're still in range. Looks like we are.
Missed the mark, but I won't let it discourage me. Precision at its finest.
All right. Julina rolled a high number than Gata. The damage was enough to get Gata knocked out. Champions have bonus effects that grant them unique advantages. Wild Bill's bonus effect allows them to attack again per turn. Use Wild Bill's twin pistols attack on Hexer and Gata. Alright, and I think there are 12 champions or whatever in the game so far. Gata and was it Hexer? Okay, cool. So we're doing the same thing here where we have to move to in line of sight of everybody. I would like to see, you know, looking at this, like one of the things that would be nice is to have some sort of rough idea, like tooltip, for what are my chances of everything. I don't know if it's an auto hit and then you're just rolling the number, in which case maybe that's it. Bonus effect have different benefits, including boosting range and damage. I guess we'll see what, you know, the entire game, obviously, how it works out since we're still in the tutorial, but some tooltips popping up would be nice and helpful. Placing a champion behind cover can reduce incoming damage. Okay, cool. So you can't have cover. Blockers, obstacles, and even champions can be used as cover. A blue shield icon appears when a champion is protected by cover. Cover boosts the defense roll when a champion is attacked. Move 8-ball behind cover in the active scoring zone. All right. Okay, cool. So we are getting a shield. Okay, so this is incredibly similar to Age of Wonders, their combat, which has amazing combat. I just wish the rest of Age of Wonders was equally as fun. I do like the game, but yeah. Okay, so in the active scoring zone. Okay, is that the center? Is that active? Don't actually know. It's a little hard to tell. I suppose that's lit up. Sure. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, I don't know if that's supposed to be giving me cover from Wild Bill. That's kind of odd since obviously this cover was not at all in his way or in his line of sight. But okay. The Overwatch skill allows your champion to auto attack opponents within a set range. Go activate the Overwatch skill, ends the turn of the champion. The Overwatch skill can be used to discourage opponents from advancing into areas. Use the Overwatch skill to prevent Lakshmi from reaching the active scoring zone. All right. Cool. So, I mean, do I move or do I just do it? So it costs 3. I'm not sure what the electric bolt is for sure. I'd like to be able to pull up a tooltip too, or for the characters to see what like get a little more info from these skills. That would be really helpful. Oh, the bolt, is that the action point?
I feel like I've been out of the action for ages.
unclear. I'm just not sure. Yeah, okay, that's an action point. Okay, so in theory, I could move and then set her to Overwatch, I think. Let's do it. Do I need to click again to activate? Is she looking in a particular direction? Oops. Guess we'll see. Is she really looking this way? Okay, she is. Alright, cool. We get to try again. I gotta click the next here. Alright. So let's see that again. Okay, cool. See if it covers the space that that they're moving out of or not. Okay, it does. Cool. All right. I can get behind that. Champions that dare cross the Overwatch skill tiles risk losing their next turn. Cool. All right, disengage. Moving from a tile next to a opposing champion triggers a disengage roll. A failed disengage prevents the champion from moving. You can attempt to move again by spending an additional energy point. The active champion's agility stat is rolled against the opponent's brawl stat. Move 8 ball past the opposing players to reach the active scoring zone. I'm curious how this works. I think that this is kind of like an opportunity attack in D&D 5e. If that is indeed what it's like, especially if you're moving away from the person, I hate it because I think that's one of the stupidest things in D&T 5e. If you need to move like past them or any spaces like further adjacent to them, like here or here, if I was trying to move past, I would be all for it. But like actually moving away, if that triggers a disengage, and it does, I think that's really, I just think it's one of the, and it might work here for the games and the game and the mechanics and how everything works together, but it just feels bad to not be able to move away from an opponent, to me. So anyways, what do we need to do? Reach the active zone. So still in the center here, so I think we're going to start off by just disengaging. Okay. Do we have to disengage again? Okay. All right. All right. More difficult to disengage from something than others. You know, it might work here just because you are in an enclosed arena and what have you, and you're constantly moving towards one particular zone. So, but my initial reaction is just based on having played D&D and finding that the disengage maneuver is kind of dumb. Doesn't make any sense. And if you don't believe me, watch some HEMA and you can, or HEMA? HEMA, yeah, sorry. And you can see. Moving from a tile next to an opposing champion triggers a disengage roll. A failed disengage prevents your champion from moving. You can attempt to move again by spending an additional energy point. All right. Okay, so it's your agility stat versus the opponent's brawn stat. I would really, really like to see that as a tooltip. What my odds are. Either do the math for me or at least tell me what's like being rolled. I think that would be really helpful and would make everything fun and more, I don't know, would make it feel better in play. But again, we're still in beta. That's the kind of stuff that, that they're probably looking for feedback. Move 8 ball past the opposing champions to reach the active scoring zone. All right. So we have how many energy points here? Okay, so we have 2. It takes 1 to get here. It seems like disengage costs 1. Disengage doesn't cost anything. It just costs if we get caught. Is that what I'm understanding? Okay, so we successfully disengaged. We'll move over here. Okay, and we disengaged successfully. Makes sense that Maximus here would be harder to disengage from than everybody else. Okay, so it was agility versus brawn. Is that what it was? I see. Oh, okay, there it is. No, actually I don't see. Is the, like, I'm not sure what his agility is. And his defense, like there's the exclamation point there. Okay, so there we go. We can get stats. All right, cool. So he's got a shield. I'm not sure how that attack skill works exactly. Overwatch, out of my way. Push any target X spaces away and take their initial position. Gain 15 cheers. And again, cheers lets you generate for ultimate. Get behind me, passive skill. Maximus suffers damage instead of his adjacent allies until he reaches 1 hit point. Okay. And implacable, when an opponent declares an attack against an ally other than Maximus, hasten once. And then scram. Push 1 space away every target adjacent to yourself. Okay. I still don't, and maybe I'm just being dense, but I still don't understand these basic stats. How that works. Like, I don't understand the numbers there, but somebody drop a comment if I'm just being dense. All right. 8-ball has a high agility. Okay. Kung Fu Panda, I guess. Yeah, let's do the advanced mechanics. Timeline. A timeline is located on the top of the screen. Timeline is divided into 5 rounds. Rounds are subdivided into 5 time steps. Now we're playing some American board games. The champion icons on the timeline show the play order of the champions. The leftmost icon is the currently active champion. Each skill has a time step value. Using a skill will move the champion down the timeline by that amount of time steps. This means your choices can impact the play order. Okay, cool. Look at the timeline as you move Lakshmi into the active scoring zone, then click in turn. All right, so we're just paying attention up here as we move her into the active scoring zone. All right. A move action has a time step value of 2. Lakshmi performed the move action 2 times. 2 moves that cost 2 time steps make a total of 8 time steps. Or I'm sorry, 4 time steps. Woo! Math hard. Multiply. Add, not multiply. All right, training zone time steps. Accruing fewer time step places the champion earlier in the play order. Ending a turn with unspent energy points can allow the champion to play their next turn sooner. Move action has a time step value of 2. Attack skills have a time step value of 2 to 3. Hovering over a skill icon will display the time step value on the timeline. Okay, cool. When a champion lands on the occupied spot on the timeline, they are placed 1 step to the right. This means they will play immediately after the champion in the occupied spot. All right, so whoever was there first goes first. Each unspent energy point will move a champion only 1 time step on the timeline. Ending a turn with unspent energy points can allow the champion to play their next turn sooner. Move Hexer to the active scoring zone and watch her movement on the timeline. Oh, okay, cool. The furthest zone over there is what's active. Can we get over there faster? Displace any target X spaces away. Displace yourself 1 space away. Target opponent gains immobilized. I don't think any of those are going to help us move. And in theory, that would cost anyway. So I guess we're just moving over there. Wasn't Maximus the name of the horse in Tangled? That was like the horse cop? I think it was. You can end your turn without spending all your energy points. Remember to look at the impact of your choices on the timeline. All right. Accruing fewer time step, place the champion early in the play order. Ending a turn with unspent energy can allow the champion to play their next turn sooner. Okay, that's stuff we already know. A move action has a time step value of 2. Oh, did it restart? Was I supposed to be able to get all the way there? Oh, I guess I was. It's just restarted. before the end of the round. Is this the end of the round, perhaps? Is that the idea? I'm supposed to go less spaces? Perhaps that is it. We shall try.
I can hold them down.
If that's the case, I did indeed need that tutorial. So I'm glad they gave it. All right, cool. Looks like we did. Let's see if I can disengage here. Oh no. Oh, I should have used that perhaps. Well, say la vie. I don't think there's anything to be done. It's going to restart the tutorial. Cool. All right, gotta click through all this. All right, so we'll stay. Actually, I kind of should have been by him again. That way, hopefully, he can get close to me and I can try to use the disengage. Not sure if I could make it there with one action point's worth of movement. We'll see. Okay, yeah, he's not going to be able to get over. Woo! Success! Cool. That's the lesson there. Sometimes you can go twice in a round. All right. KO champions get KO'd when they fall to 0 HP. KOing a champion pushes them forward 4 time steps forward on the timeline. Okay. Cool. I guess that's what it does. KO champions cannot be healed or revived. KO champions will automatically recover all their HP on their next turn. Recover champions return to normal play. Okay, cool. Use Major Luna's skill to ensure that she is the only champion in the active scoring zone. Alright, I mean, we are already in the active scoring zone, so I guess I just need to take out my opponent here. Called shot, inflicts 1 damage to target. Target opponent gains minus speed. Inflict 1 damage. So both of these
I need to make a move soon.
do the same thing. I'm unclear of what it wants here. Am I just shooting this person? I guess so.
No. Target eliminated.
And then maybe
Suppressing fire incoming.
just to
Take cover.
slow him down, perhaps.
Looks like I've got you on the ropes.
Nice. We're going prone. I don't know that it actually was successful. Was it? We'll see. Okay.
It takes more than that.
So I guess
to
now
get
that
me
I've
out
seen the
of
rolls a
game.
few times, the numbers down here, it's randomized. And it rolls a d6 to determine what you're going to get. No, I did not. Oh, is that what I'm supposed to be learning here? That I need to, like, save actions or something? So, oh, she's over there, so she's not going to be able to go, so I only need to worry about Bill. Maybe that's it. I would say a very good tutorial so far. So I guess I'm going to be able to go twice still. So yeah, so we're
I'll have
rolling
to adjust my sights for the next
randomly
shot.
between
The
those.
sniper
That
always gets her mark.
it's kind of feels a bit of an odd way of doing that to me, but I think it's good.
Suppressing fire incoming. Take
Still a
cover.
little bit unsure of what to do here. Of like, is that what it wants? Does it even matter what she does? I don't know. Is she gonna get to go again? My sister will be waiting to go again. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't matter. I could have just ended my turn. It would have been fine. Okay. Cool. So the KO champion does not play their next turn in 4 time steps. Rather, the KO penalty of 4 time steps is added to the champion's next turn on the timeline. Okay. There are 3 sponsor tiles found in the arena. Champion must end their turn standing on a sponsor tile to capture it. Nice, getting some fun vibes here. The team with the most captured sponsor tiles at the end of the round can choose one of 2 rewards. Sponsor rewards grant a major boost that lasts for the rest of the match. Okay, captured sponsored tiles are not automatically reset at the end of a round. Okay. Players must evaluate the trade-off between pursuing sponsor rewards and scoring victory points. Use Maximus to capture the sponsor tile occupied by the opposing champion. All right, I think he had something to... Okay, cool. He can knock people out of his way. Looks like I need to get closer first.
I can hold them down.
All right, I guess that's a 1 in 6 chance of failure there, so that kind of gives you an idea. Sponsor rewards can give a team a huge advantage, but don't forget that victory points ultimately decide the victor. All right. Training zone. Hexadrops are randomly spawned in an inactive state that become active at the start of the next round. Okay. Active Hexadrops apply their effect on the first champion to step on them. Green Hexadots grant a position effect. Red Hexadots inflict a negative effect. Okay. Hover your mouse over a Hexadrop to see its effect. Some skills can be used to move Hexadrops. You can throw a red Hexadrop at an opponent to inflict a negative effect. Okay, move a ball to the Hexadrop that will allow him to reach the active scoring zone. All right. Gain Focus. Focus champions will enhance their rolls twice. Enhance the roll to remove its worst result. So it lets you re-roll, basically. All right. Looks like that gained 5 movement points. I think that's where we want to go. Is there anything else that I'm missing? All right, and then what does this one do? Suffer 3 damage. It's a mine. You could throw that. I wasn't paying enough attention to realize what you could do with that. All right, well, avoid it for now. Cool, and then, yeah, it looks like the center. It's a little bit hard for me. Maybe it's just me to determine where it's lit up. Yeah, for Rabbit being bad in the background, I'm sorry. Don't forget that you can look at the inactive Hexadrops to plan ahead for the next round. Cool. Cheers. A champion can earn cheer points for their team by performing certain actions, e.g. collecting Hexadrops, KOing opponents, scoring victory points, triggering bonus effects. Okay. Cheers can be spent to active tactics, perform ultimate skills, and upgrade stats and skills. Oh, activate. Jeez, I can't read. I was like, that's a weird way of saying that. Use Major Luna to earn at least 55 cheers. Oh, man. Okay, what do we got here? Gain 30 cheers. Gain focus. Okay. I mean, obviously we want to go over there. I wonder how we're getting the rest of these.
Moving up.
Just head over. And veteran sniper. Okay, are we in cover? I don't know if we're in cover or not. Cult shot. I mean, I would think that I don't know. I would think that that provides us cover. Maybe not. Enhancing the roll seems good. Oh, it's a passive, so it always works. Jeez. Okay,
Luna,
there we go.
still standing by.
Cool, so we'll just do this.
No! No one can hide from my aim.
Okay, do we succeed? Is it 65 total? Do we start at 0? Wasn't actually paying attention over there. Cool. Cheers can be spent to upgrade the stats and skills of your champion. Each stat and skill can be upgraded up to 3 times within a match. Okay, so you level up within a match. Click the plus icon below the skill icon to access the upgrade panel. Upgrade Hexer's skill and use it to displace Gata out of the active scoring zone. All right. So, evade retro. Displace yourself 1 space away. Okay, looks like it costs 20 cheers. Or, gotcha. Displace yourself 1 space. Wait, are those not the same? Oh, another target versus yourself. That's what it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll upgrade. Is it working? Am I not clicking the right thing? Oh, I gotta do next. That's why. Why no click? So we need to at least move them 2 spaces out of the way, and looks like we've got a 2/3 chance of doing that. We can upgrade again to make it better. Hey, yeah, there we go. So we've got a 5/6 chance, so that is definitely an upgrade. Looks like it costs 1 movement and 1 action point. We've got 2 action points. I suppose we'll move up and then use the skill. I suppose we probably should have stepped into it if we could, and then knocked him out. What just happened? Oh, I could displace her. Okay, it did work. I was like, did it not work? Sure. Alright, I feel like we could have done that better, but that works. Oh, it didn't like it. Oh, do I need to move into it? Maybe that's why. Would it be useful to upgrade this? I don't think it really matters. Alright, so we can't go all the way in. So we'll do the same thing basically. I'll just actually move where I should this time. And then do the displacement. Alright. Sure. Here. I don't know if this would provoke an attack of opportunity if they moved and they stayed close or not, or would provoke an evade. Upgrade can boost your champion to better adapt to situations. Cheers can be spent to immediately activate tactics. Okay. Tactics provide a variety of different offensive and defensive effects. Your list of tactics is determined by the champions on your team. Click on the tactics icon at the bottom left and purchase a tactic that will get 8-ball into the active scoring zone. All right. Oh, sorry, hands are a little off on the mouse or on the keyboard. Okay. So I assume we'll gain some cheers there. So gain focus. Let you roll twice on a roll. Remove all states from the target champion. Nanoid Cloud, absorb target hex drop. Swap the positions of 2 targets within 1 to 2 spaces. Badass Boom, swap your position with a target. Okay. Displace yourself 2 spaces away. So I mean, obviously we have to go here, it would seem. Gets us 40 cheers. I assume we're displacing ourselves a few spaces. I'm not sure if I'm missing something. Okay, swap yourself with the target. Oh, we do have 50. Okay, so we could do that. But apparently we're not close enough. Couple more movement points. We'll do that. And then, yeah, we'll swap ourselves. Sounds good. Lyriel, I think it looks really fun. It's reminding me very much of the combat from, obviously it's different because each one of these guys is kind of like a hero type class, but it's reminding me very much of Age of Wonders combat, which I really like. I think it's one of the best parts of that game, so I think that's really cool. It's definitely involved. You have several different types of mechanics. There's kind of like some randomized stuff that gets put on the board. The fact that you have to constantly, like the scoring zone changes and stuff, seems really interesting. So yeah, so far I'm pretty interested. You can spend your cheers and tactics to get yourself out of a pinch. All right, ultimate skill. Cheers can be spent to perform powerful ultimate skills. Each champion has their own unique ultimate skill. The use of an ultimate skill does not consume an energy point. Also, Lyriel, the combat and the way you kind of move around very much reminds me a bit of Twilight Imperium. So for those who aren't familiar, a lot of times like killing your opponent isn't really that important. It's more about area control. It's more about like moving to a particular place, and like, yeah, sometimes it's useful, sometimes it's advantageous. Here you get cheers. You can also, you know, potentially take them out for the next round or whatever, but it's not necessarily your end goal. To use an ultimate skill, the use of an ultimate skill does not consume an energy point. That's good to know. Use Maximus ultimate skill Scram to clear the active scoring zone of opponents. What's that, Scram? I feel like the artwork is in progress. What does it do? Push everybody one space away from yourself. Okay, yes, we're just... Wait, that's going to take both of our movement points. Oh, we got to get some cheers, maybe? I wasn't paying enough attention to what we need to do. I feel like something... I feel like we need to grab these cheers.
This block
So now
won't slow me
what we
down
need to
for a
do.
second. I can hold them down.
All right, cool. It did. All right. Oh, cool. And so you gained some momentum from doing that. Okay, that's awesome. I feel like when I play Daedric, he's going to destroy me at this. I think you do have a chance. I think... yeah, I think there's definitely going to be a learning curve to it, but that's kind of a good thing. So, ultimate skills are expensive. They can... Okay, it's just telling us a recap. Training complete. We're done. Oh, man. Okay, cool. So I don't think we're actually going to start today. We have another stream here in about 15 with Nani. We're going to be playing some It Takes Two. So I think that we're actually going to call it here. I know that's short. My plan was to do this and stream much longer yesterday, but again, like I said, things didn't quite work out. So yeah, I think we'll call it here. And if you want to see some It Takes Two, I'll be playing that with Nani here, Nani Stress Relief, in just a few. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and I don't know when we'll be playing this next, but I will try to schedule it so you guys will know at least a day ahead of time, and then I think Daedric and I are going to play, and I'll probably try to maybe play against the computer once or twice so that that'll be an entertaining game and we won't be reading about stuff, and I won't have to be relearning kind of the tutorials and all that. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll catch you in a bit. Looking forward to watching Daedric destroy me? Absolutely. Me too. All right, catch you guys later.